Welcome back to another episode of the Crypto Serpent. I'm going to go over today, what should you be buying? What should you be looking out for? Now, if you do like the video, hit the like and subscribe button. But let's get right into this. Wherever you look, there are opportunities right now. We can see here 19%, 35%, 35%, 46%, 35%, 41, 51, like wherever you go. I mean, we got Polkadot at $18.93 US. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run you through four. Then you're going to go away and do your own research on them, because not financial advice, I'm not a financial advisor, but before you go into anything, always do your own research. So let's get right into it. Number one, VeChain. At the current price that we're sitting at, which I'm going to share that with you right now, at the time of making this, under 10 cents, you will kick yourself. Literally kick yourself at the end of 2021 if you don't have this in your portfolio. I'm going to run you through why. So VeChain has been highly regarded as a 5-star blockchain, and the amount of companies and organizations that are already using it are huge. Plus all the updates that are coming in June, which are massive. And I'm not going to go into that today because this isn't a VeChain video, but at 9 cents US to be able to get VeChain, phenomenal pricing. So what do? Go on VeChain's website, go over all of it, go on the VeChain go on the VeChain Twitter handle, go on the internet and research VeChain, what they're up to, what they're doing, how it all works. I mean, recently, just to give you a little perspective on what they're up to, I'll bring it up now. So recently, 305,000 kilos of plastic waste from the oceans were verified to be removed using VeChain. So definitely on your list of things to look out for. Now, if I were to jump into Atani when it comes to VeChain, let me go through what that would look like and how the numbers are looking on that end. All right, so we're back in Atani, and this is the VET USD on the daily chart. So on the daily chart, it touched the Bollinger Band, and now it's going up. On the RSI, it's hit the bottom, and it's now starting to trend up. But on the MACD, we're still in a bearish signal. Now, if we were to go into the hourly chart, and on the hourly, we've gone back into a bullish signal. On the 12 hourly, we're about to, but we're not there yet. But I do believe that over the coming hours, it will start to turn bullish. However, for the short term, you still got time, right? So we're at 9 cents at the moment. By the time you see this, it might be at 10 or 11. But compared to where this can go in 2021, it is literally nothing. And again, do your own research, not financial advice. I'm giving you 4 hot options right now that you should have in your portfolio. All right, number 2 that you should have on your list today, if you don't have it already, is Polkadot. Now, Polkadot right now at the time of making this is sitting at a ridiculous $19.02 at the time of making this. If I want to show you, we'll go back here into the overview about the pricing. I mean, look at that. Look at that. Like, we touched 48 twice. And now it's, you're getting it at $19.31. I mean, absolutely incredible pricing right now for what this is. Now, again, if you don't know what Polkadot is, jump on the Polkadot.network website, have a look at the white paper, understand the white paper. It's 21 pages. If you let's be real, right? Like, I know you guys love the channel, support the channel, but I want to be real with you. If you can't be bothered reading 21 pages, what is wrong with you? Just put it in the comments below. Why wouldn't you read 21 pages that is beneficial to understanding what the system is and how it works and how it's going to be a force to be reckoned with? And at $19 right now, it is absolutely stupid low. Absolutely. Now, if you go on the Twitter handle, if you jump on any of the social media channels, I do encourage you to follow them on Twitter. Very highly engaging as well from a content perspective. But the absolute must-have for me, like long-term as well. So not just in the short term what Polkadot can achieve, but in the long term as well. We'll jump in the charts. Let's have a look what Polkadot's been up to. So this is Polkadot on the Bollinger Bands, and on the Bollinger Band, it's actually stepped outside of it, and now it's starting to come back in. So on the daily, it is in the oversold, and now it's starting to come back. Now, if we go into the hourly, we can see on the hourly that it's actually started to trend up, which is great. But again, don't always go by that. Always zoom out and get a better picture, a better understanding of what is going on. So for me, the 12 hourly looks good, and I think, you know, it is still well on the RSI, well into the oversold. And I do have a video on the channel that goes through how to put these indicators on, how to download Atani. Very simple, super cool software, free to use software as well. But for me, Polkadot at these prices is going to be a great purchase, and something that will look after you for a long time, because the entire Polkadot system is so good. And getting it at these prices, it is literally amazing. Coming in at number 3 is Zilligan. And Zilligan, you know, I talk about it a lot on the channel. And again, it comes down to what I know about it, how heavily I've researched the project. Again, from a ecosystem perspective, is super solid. And again, for today's pricing, I mean, let's have a look at Zilligan right now. Where are we at? What has been going on in the Zilligan world? So if we jump in right now, we're sitting at 9 cents. 9 cents for Zilligan. And if you look at that, you know, like at one stage we were sitting at 25 cents. So huge already, just to come back to where it was. Like, it's massive what is going on. I respected this line beautifully as well. So again, another one that is super cool, really should be on your list to research. Maybe check some of the previous videos that I've done on it as well. It is such a great organization out of Singapore with its own ecosystem, so it doesn't piggyback off of anyone. The transaction speeds that it is able to do is also right up there with one of the very best. So what would you do if you wanted to learn more about Zilligan? Obviously, go through the website, check it all out. Jump on the LinkedIn page as well. The LinkedIn page for Zilligan is amazing. You've got a lot of content on there about what is going on, what is happening, how it all works, and some of the upcoming events that are happening as well. So really cool. And of course, follow the Twitter handle, because the NFT system and just the whole future that they're building using this particular ecosystem, it is definitely one that is here to stay. That is for sure. So let's jump into Atani. Let's see what Zilligan's charts are telling us. All right, so on the charts, on the 12 hourly chart, we can see here that the RSI is in the oversold. And so for me, it's starting to trend back up. We've still got a long way to go before it even hits the middle of the Bollinger Band. And on the MACD, they're starting to come together. They're starting to get closer, but they're not quite there yet. If we look at the daily, I think the daily would still be quite a big gap between them. It did come out of the Bollinger Band and it's starting to come back in. And on the RSI, it is definitely in oversold state. So huge opportunity once again from a charts perspective. And if we look at the hourly, you know, we can see that it's starting to trend up, almost out of the Bollinger Band on this side. And then if we look at the 4 hourly chart, we can have a look and see, you know, we're starting to head towards the middle. So, and the two lines are about to cross over. So again, there is volume coming back into the game, but at these prices, you know, like compared to even where we were a couple of weeks ago, great opportunity. So definitely, once again, do your research, look at the wages, look at the website, look at the socials, understand what is going on, understand the technology. But I think at 9 cents, it is an absolute steal. Last, but certainly not least, Phantom. And Phantom, I'm a big fan. Big fan of this one, and I think this one here will definitely look after you in the upcoming bull run that we're going to be experiencing. At 30 cents compared to where we were a couple of weeks ago. If we look at the all-time, you know, like we're down here. Yeah, you know, we almost touched $1. You know, like it wasn't too far away from touching $1 just a couple of weeks ago. So for me, again, another one. The code is FTM for this one. Another one that is super solid as an organization, super solid from a blockchain technology point of view. And I think if you start to go into some of the links on the website and start to look at some of the technology, what are they up to, some news about the ecosystem, what that entails, but it is one of those that is really good. And again, speed, transaction cost, the whole DeFi experience that's on it as well, how it's going to be a factor from building businesses on the blockchain, and a lot of businesses go on this, plus the staking as well, which is phenomenal on Phantom. So what do? We go on the website, we check it out, we read the white paper, we go through the charts, we go through the angles, and we understand what is Phantom before we put money down. Really important. I think I've said that, about 10 times in about 10 minutes. The reason is, if you don't know what you hold, you're going to sell. And if you sell too early, or if you sell when it's dipping, then it just means that you didn't do your research on it and didn't understand the longevity of these. And every single one of them that I've mentioned here today has got a beautiful, long, bright future in the blockchain space, in the cryptocurrency space, and they're here to stay. And I really truly believe that, because I've done my research on it. That's how I come to you and bring you this. Let's have a look at the Phantom chart. What's that telling us? All right, so similar to the others, they're all following roughly approximately the same sort of direction. This is the Phantom chart on the 4-hourly chart. If we look at the daily chart, we'll probably see the MACD is still, far away from each other. We're starting to see volume start to back up. Came out of the Bollinger, coming back into it. On the hourly chart, it is definitely now out of the Bollinger. So, let's see how long this continues. But I think volume is starting to come back, which is exciting. We look at the 4-hourly, yes, like they have crossed, and now we're going to, I think, start to see it rise. Again, 30 cents compared to where it was just a couple of weeks ago. Absolute steal. And really, the purpose of the video is, what are you waiting for? If it's not these four, if it's other projects, other things that you're looking into, what more do you need to get started? These prices will probably never show up again once the bull run continues. If you learned something new today, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. And as always, thank you, and I look forward to see you on the next one.